Hello, Tribe, and welcome to our first ever live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in and for all the support you've been giving this channel. It's been very, very great. All the support that I've been receiving and on social media, on the YouTube platform. This is our first live stream. It is a tester, but I'm very confident that it will grow with time. Just learning day by day, and in the beginning, it's wiser to post and publish edited videos. That way, YouTube pushes you more, and you get to learn a lot in the beginning, which is great. Obviously, live streams are tougher. Today today's Wednesday, and Liverpool Football Club has to play Crystal Palace on Saturday. A huge game. This game, obviously, they are our kryptonite a little bit. They are the team that we slack against, or we don't necessarily have very good results in the past. We all remember 2014. Remember, I think it was 2022 as well, or the year after. We just especially at their stadium. So this time is at Anfield. Hopefully everything is going to be a little different. I'm very hopeful about this game. Hopefully it's going to be a good game. Hopefully we get to put together a good performance. So for today, we will start off with there's obviously a lot of news and a lot of transfers and a lot of rumors around the Liverpool Football Club. The elder guys, the club generation, the older veterans are seemingly all leaving, or most of them are. So we will get into that, but in the beginning we will talk more about the incoming players that we have coming in. Liverpool needs midfielders. We need a solution in midfield. Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister have not been that good this season. They've shown they've shown some good performances here and there, but generally speaking, they just haven't been playing very well. And our midfield, the donut midfield, hasn't been that smooth, and we get exposed easily. We're just not good at on the ball. Of course, the midfield needs the front line to press, and in modern day football, if you're not pressing, then it is a problem. So with players lacking in defensive prowess and defensive tenacity and pressing abilities, we are having a midfield that's struggling. The problem, at least Ryan Gravenberch, he re-signed and he showed potential. He kind of also showed us that we have to fix the midfield around him to expect him to play that sixth role, and he wants to push forward. He showed that he's really good at it. I talked about it in my match reaction for the Liverpool Everton game, and yeah, so he's definitely doing not great, but the potential is there. For McAllister, I'm a huge fan. Maka is a World Cup winner. He's not somebody. He has a big name. He's just a he's a really good player, and he's very good in the Prem with Brighton. First couple of years at Liverpool, but this year the issue with McAllister has been just the lack of energy, and the slowness. He's really good at receive and give. Like, he's really good at standing in a spot in the semi pocket that would expose that. He's good at standing in a spot that would potentially expose the opponents. He's good at receiving the ball in a very good place, and then with his passing range, he's really good at distributing and facilitating play. But without the ball, he lacks energy. Even with the ball, he's just not strong enough sometimes, not energetic enough. He played a few good games, but I haven't been able to say that I want McAllister to stay for next year, knowing that we can win the league with him. If McAllister improves and plays next season, then we're just going to probably get a version of him that's just similar to this year's version. I don't see McAllister reverting back to an old gear that we've never seen before. So, yeah. So we've been linked with multiple midfield profiles. I think it's no secret that most of the profiles that we're linked with are they're a reflection of what it is that we need. Do we need a ball playing midfielder, one that can do the box to box, carry the ball, go forward, defend his area, and attack his area as well? Or do we need more of a defensive pivot? Having a defensive pivot, if McAllister was going to leave, was good to kind of free up Gravenberch. But Gravenberch, he's not going to bail on you. He's still going to play. He's going to have a lot of defensive roles, even if he wants to push forward. He is kind of like a hybrid two-man pivot / box to box. That is a bit messy. The slot tactics were just sometimes they were borderline embarrassing. I'm supportive of this club. I want this club to do well. The older guys seem to really have some serious animosity with slot. So are the board kind of looking to take out the guys that they don't think are doing well, and then kind of like bring in new guys and hoping that we see a new slot tactic, that we see a new Liverpool Football Club. I'm not against that. I think that would be good, but I just don't have full trust in the tactics, in the mentality, in what it is, like in the planning, in the ideology of how do we want to play next year, how are we gonna surprise opponents, how are we not gonna surprised by opponents. That's happened a lot of times this year. So to the first profile that we looked at with this player, we've been getting linked with him from the winter mercato. Like we've been getting linked with Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace for a bit now. He is homegrown. He's obviously British. He has a really nice style. Adam can definitely play. He has a very good style. He plays in the pivot, good passing range. He is a specialist. He's a center defensive midfielder, or he's a center mid. But with pivoting, he's predictable. You can kind of give him an area or a task and kind of just like be like, it's this. So James Brooke here, he wrote a very interesting article about Adam Wharton. He said that the one stat that Adam, like the one screaming stat that kind of comes to the forefront is how, like I said, McAllister is slow. And Adam Wharton, apparently he is one of the slowest guys, and thank God he's not the slowest, but apparently Opta, statistics a website and platform, they said that the Crystal Palace current midfielder, Adam Wharton, is one of the slowest players in the league. So that would be tough. Like that's a tough thing to go and spend 80 million on a player that is just simply one of the slowest players in the league. The game is ever getting more rapid, more systemic. When you have guys that can't cover space, it's definitely not something that's very hopeful. It's not something that's making me get very excited about him necessarily. I understand his position and him playing in the pivot. It's definitely a position that doesn't require him to be that fast. We've seen Sergio Busquets or something, but we also seen guys like Kante, N'Golo Kante. He plays in the pivot, but he's also a warrior and an energetic, fast player. So it's okay that you play in the pivot and you're more of a static core player as opposed to like a mobile midfielder. But it's nice to have the minimal skills or the minimal talents or the minimal attributes to help the team kind of push the ball forward. I don't want you always like having the same skill and then because that gets scouted. Next thing you know, they're playing the long ball. Their midfield is pressing like this. So they play the long ball. And then Adam wouldn't have enough time to go screen against his man, an attacking midfielder or a striker. And then our defenders would clear it. And then next thing you know, opponents are rushing the midfield faster than Wharton, getting second chance balls, and it'll be a long day. And honestly, I don't trust that Slot would be able to be so locked in defensively or tactically that he would protect Wharton. So to the fact that he's one of the slowest players in the league is definitely not too exciting. We need some speed in order to fix our midfield. He says here how the Argentinian has been struggling, but apparently he's been quicker than Wharton. So that's actually kind of funny if you ask me. Like the fact that he manages to be slower than McAllister, like what a snail. So yeah, I'm not. I understand his style requires him to not run fast. Again, Wharton is a thinker, nice passing on the ground. I've seen him enough times lose the ball in midfield. He's not very press resistant. So in conclusion, do I like Adam Wharton? No. But what does Adam Wharton have, in my humble opinion, that other players we're linked with don't have, or that other midfielders that we currently have playing for us don't necessarily have? So Adam is a lefty, and we're in dire need of lefties at Liverpool Football Club. This is because of the fact that we haven't had a midfielder who's a lefty in a while. Jurgen Klopp stuck to his Gini Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Milner, Henderson, Naby Keita, Ox-Chamberlain. It's crazy. Only Harvey Elliott had actually been a lefty since for all this time. So we don't have lefties, and to have a lefty kind of playing in our core, that would be kind of sweet. It would offer so much. We are kind of predictable. The guys are just all right-footed. Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, everyone, Nioni, even the ones that don't get minutes, even the ones that rotate in midfield. Our back line, like we get Joe Gomez, he's right-footed. We have obviously Robo and Kirkez, and Simicast might come back, but those guys have to be a lefty. And we've had Klopp in the past play right-footed players at fullback, aka Joe Gomez and James Milner, and I don't like it. So to have a player who's left-footed, it's easier for him to drop on the left side of the field and sort of get the ball, because when he uses his left shoulder to turn back to his defense, it's easier than a right-footed player. He can use his left foot to shield the ball away from guys, so he's beneficial in the left side of the semi pocket. But he's young. I like his age, but it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how. I don't know how are we gonna necessarily fare with this one, but I don't like this that he's slow, but I do like that he's left-footed. Another guy that Manchester United seems to be more linked with him than us is Anderson. Anderson is right-footed. I think he's a better player than Wharton, but we don't seem to be closing like up to him. Maybe he doesn't want to come to Liverpool. Also, the slot tactics haven't been that great. It must be very frustrating for like Liverpool, like LFC content creators, because we all know slot is staying. It's good to have stability, but this year has been so bad that us as a part and parcel of this football club, we're gonna have a hard time kind of like stick with slot next year if he's not gonna be, doing what we want or bringing the players that we thought would be good. You got Ekitike, he's done for the year. I don't think he's gonna come back in January like they're saying. Terry Killy is no joke, and the science approved. They're hopefully gonna get him back, but not that much faster than what it is that's projected for his health recovery time for the injury. So in terms of Adam Wharton, this is how I feel about it. Also, another name that they're saying they're interested in is Bergvall, the Spurs player. I think Bergvall had a decent season last year. He was a little bit better. He kind of made a name for himself, but again, it's like just Spurs. They're getting relegated, so that's something. Of course, they have a lot of players who know how to play, but they're just like either injury prone or unlucky, or they play in the pivot, but they're kind of offensive like Bentancur. That is funny. Like what Tottenham do with Bentancur is similar to what Slot tried to do with Ryan Gravenberch this year. After giving him a role that he's not known for and excelling in and us winning the league, you went and you started playing him offensive, and he's still young and hasn't figured out. I think it was just too much do this for me without real instructions, in my opinion. So Bergvall, I don't. Archie Gray also. I think the Archie Gray link up has been even more. They're saying here Archie Gray is much faster than Wharton, or like a fair bit faster. Archie Gray is the one that's 20 years old. He is faster, but I haven't seen him play that much. I'd have to do more watch time for Archie Gray, but I don't think I'd still take Baleba over all these guys. Baleba hasn't been good this season. There are rumors or talks of him being upset with Brighton. He wanted to leave and they wouldn't let him go. So of course that's not something that's going to be super easy to decide on. Baleba is young. He is very strong. I like him a lot. He's a lefty. I think if Baleba was available, I would bite their hands off. But they're also asking for 80 plus. And just knowing that these guys are not perfect pivot players, perfect combative defensive midfielders, they lack speciality. And for someone who lacks speciality, I think it's definitely not that easy to be able to put him in, throw him in the fire. Liverpool Football Club, the limelight is heavy. We've seen it happen to other players. I think Baleba can handle it. So that's that. So that's in terms of the midfield. I'm a huge fan of Baleba. I think it would be great. Today I covered the ones that we may sign from the Prem. I think there's a connection between Premier League signings and like Premier League potential signings being very good, especially certain sensitive, especially let's say you have a problem in a position, but then the position is not that easy. So you want somebody who's Prem proven, somebody who has some sort of experience with these kind of things, because when you throw them in the fire, it's good to have somebody who's done it before at this level as opposed to someone who hasn't or coming from another league. I'm sure there are plenty of really good midfielders from other leagues. I will make another stream about them, but to kind of dabble with Prem players, the young ones, it's a good thing, because the surprise factor, the 1 year notion, the fact that like look at Florian Wirtz, the season is almost done, decent numbers, but it's not it wasn't that easy, it was so hard for him. He's not physical. He came from the Bundesliga. You have more time on the ball. It's less physical. They attack more. It's so natural to have like a donut midfield. There are concepts in the Bundesliga where like they don't care. They just they do what they do, and they're fully okay with it, and they don't really pay too much attention to making their league international, global. They're known to have a domestic league. They play the way they want, and they have hardcore fans. And like I love the Bundesliga, but that's what it is. They have a lot of talent, but it's good to kind of look in to see if we can bring proving players, because of the fact that it's just easier. It's just easier for us. So hopefully that gets to be our strategy. I think the names are pretty good. You've got Adam Wharton, Archie Gray, Baleba. They're not the greatest, but they're young. They're homegrown. They can help us. I don't think Baleba is homegrown, but I know Adam Wharton and Archie Gray, and definitely are. Bergval isn't. So so these guys, they can add something to the team, but they're lefties, Baleba and Adam Wharton. So like I mentioned, my 2 cents on that. So yeah. Curtis Jones. So there are rumors of Curtis apparently leaving. There are talks of Aston Villa being interested. I wouldn't let him go. Apparently, he's not having a good relationship with Arne Slot. I'm not happy about that. I think I think for him to beef our only Scouser in midfield, it's not good. Curtis has been a great servant of this club. He's very good. He can, he has multiple skills. He's very well rounded. He can support your attack. He drops to the left, drops to the right. He can cover in fullback position like we've seen against Everton. It was a good performance. People are happy with it. I thought it looked a bit unnatural, but he did so great for a midfielder going to cover in fullback. So for Curtis, that is definitely a bummer. It's crazy how these guys, the owners, the board, they're so in love with Arnie that there was a time where Arnie looked like he's done, he's toast. But then he must have known what he's talking about, and it's as if they've been watching who has an attitude, and you're just gonna like be leaving next year. And it's like an attitude competition. Be like, oh yeah, you guys think it was funny what Salah did, talking to fan zone or whatever, like, you know, or mixed fan zone or whatever. Like, you guys think it's funny. You guys think it's funny. You talk back to a coach. You guys think it's funny, or you make fun of whatever, or you guys think it's funny that he lost the dressing room, whatever. So there are talks of Aston Villa. He's still young. I think 24. There are talks of 24, 25. There are talks of him leaving, like to go to Aston Villa. It's funny that a lot of our players, the scouts ones, they go to Aston Villa. I think we play not a similar style of play, but like the keep possession like style, like the passing, they bring energy, him and Harvey. So I think Aston Villa thought they can serve a purpose. But if Curtis goes there and he's not playing, then that's definitely not something. That's definitely not something good. I don't even. It's a disaster. Like, he's a good squad player. We don't need him gone. And if you're gonna like ship him out, then we better get a really good price with a very good replacement. I just don't understand. Even when he played in the pivot this year, he was really good. You can pivot him with literally Szoboszlai and they're do good. We had that a couple of games. We started off well. I can understand if people say it didn't end very well. So that's definitely there. I don't want Curtis gone. Bowen. So if we're not gonna get Olise, I'm gonna talk about Yan Diamonde, of course. But if we're not gonna get Olise, then it's gonna be a little crazy to go from, like, obviously Olise. It's so hard to bring him to Anfield. He's with Bayern Munich right now. They're doing better. They're playing PSG. Imagine, like, if they win, advance, if they win the Champions League. I'm not sure. Definitely, the Real Madrid are lined up. He scored a wonderful goal against them. Haven't seen a goal like this in a bit. They were supposed to go waste time, and he just went and rushed them and taught them a lesson, made it 5-3 or 4-3. That was a crazy player. Olise is crazy. He's so good. Jared Bowen if we bring him, it has to be a good price, and we've been linked with him for a while. It has to be a good price. I think he likes Liverpool. He fits. He's tenacious. He's good. He's sneaky. He can get you some goals, but I think he'll be a squad player, not a starter. I would easily put Diamonde. Diamonde plays on the left and on the right, but on the right he's really good. If we end up bringing somehow Jared Bowen and Diamonde, then maybe we can play Diamonde on the left potentially and start Jared Bowen. I'd be okay with that for next year maybe. But for Arne Slot, I don't know. Jared is really good. You guys can let me know in the comments if he's not good defensively, but I think he's good. Allison, I'm so, like, I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. Just like the whole Juventus talk. Mamardashvili is not ready yet. Like, the replacement is not ready yet. And Allison is not that old. I don't understand. Like, why are all the older vets are leaving? Are they just treated like, yeah, you're the Klopp team, whatever. We won the league. We don't want you. You're just gonna keep on slowing us, or you're gonna keep on beefing Slot? Is Slot the ultimate, like, you know, representation of the club? Like, somebody who the fans, the bread and butter of the club, wanted him fired for so long. So I'm not sure. So Diamonde, I'm gonna start talking about Diamonde to finish up. I'm a huge Sadio Mane fan. I think this guy is not the next Sadio Mane. I think Semenyo was not. Also, Semenyo is not even close to Sadio Mane. Sadio is way more talented, way better first touch. But that right left, shoot, run, physical. You need that. A lot of City fans haven't been happy with Semenyo. They're saying he's really good, but the overhype wasn't that great. Just from the first touch standpoint, I think he's been doing super great with them. He offers them something new, just like how they brought Haaland. So Diamonde, apparently he started late. He's a late boomer. What happened was that he played in Ivory Coast. He played for an academy, and then he went to the States, DME Academy. And in the States, he had semi-pro success. He excelled at the academy and affiliate team. And then he gets signed by... I'm just going to do this quickly because we're going to do another like edited, broken down video about Diamonde. I'm really excited for that one. I really want him to come. It looks like he's coming, but I'm just not sure. He's young, and I love that. But that can also mean lack of experience. So he signs for Leganes, La Liga club. And just before joining, his younger sister passes away. That is very painful, like to have a younger sibling pass away. God bless. And the 25-26 season he joined, he's still 19. Might have even been 18 when he joined. It was a 20 million. He played really, really well. His numbers are crazy. They're third. He scored a hat-trick. Oh, my God. Eintracht Frankfurt. I had a friend who was an Eintracht Frankfurt season ticket holder. They're a very good team. They don't even sit down. Their fans are like all ultras, but like German, cool, nice ultras. Yeah, unbelievable. 3.5 tackles per game. I was reading on FootMob how he's like his take-ons. I'll show you guys right now. So they were saying how his take-ons... Chances created, 76%. Chances created, 76% means that Yan Diomande is better than 76% of people in his position. For a 19-year-old, that is amazing. I know the winger game hasn't been very potent in the past, but aerial duels won. I think that is the worst thing about him. This would have been 92 if it was Sadio Mane. I miss Sadio so much. So I've seen highlights of him. I tried to watch some games also. Diomande would get a ball that he can chest, and he just ends up like kicking it, or like header and get to an opponent, or just header and get twice, or just giving it away, or header and get back where it came from. He does not know how to like manage an aerial duel. He doesn't know like what it means, what's the importance behind it. I think yeah, it's I think it's worth working on for sure. He's gonna get better probably, but yeah. Goals 95%. He scored more goals than 95% of his peers. Defensive contribution 41%. He's better than 40% of wingers defensively. Improvable. He's very strong and stocky. So so both the aerial duels and defensive contributions can improve. He looks like an offensive little demon. So so I love that. I love that. Right, left, very good at. I don't know what's up with these players nowadays. They're actually so good with their right and left foot. They're so systemically good, technically good. Their mentality is good. They're smooth. They're fast. So it's not like people say, oh, in the 90s and the 2000s, soccer used to be better, football used to be better. Not. It wasn't that. Like the difference was just the game hasn't evolved very much. Your fullback, like Gary Neville, this guy, he couldn't guard a snail if he had to. He's a good player. Like just if you bring him right now, imagine what Olise would do to a guy like Philip Neville. Like, come on, man. You know, he would send him home. He'll be like, yo, halftime, yeah, bro. Like just can you go home? Like, I don't want to do this to you. Olise, what a player. Can we bring Olise, guys? Comment if we can, please. Support. Value for Diamande goes up from like 7.3 million to God knows, it's showing 29 here. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot higher. So Diamande, please come. I love you. You're amazing. We are in dire need of you. With Salah leaving, will be a great replacement. He's fast. He plays with both feet. He seems to be a pleasant guy. He seems to like Liverpool. He seems to be coming from a humble beginning. He understands, you know, losing someone, and we lost Jota, and he's like, I don't know the impact of the relationship between the vets and Salah being impacted by the Jota thing, but he's young, but he's a G, you know. He's gonna do a lot for us. Thank you so much for watching. This is the first live stream. It's been a success so far. Just learning everything on the fly. Sorry for the pauses in between. I've noticed it's normal for a live stream of sports, but I promise I'll get better next time. And thank you so much. We are building a community, LFC Tribe. Thanks for your support. On our way to 1,000 subscribers soon, hopefully. Thank you so much, and goodbye.